found a way to bet on the outcome of literally anything. The President of the United States? Check. The weather? Check. Tuah token launched by Thanksgiving? Yup, that's a check. So in the next 2 weeks, I'll see if I can double $1,000. Or find out that I suck at predicting things. To cure my dopamine addiction of watching YouTube shorts, I hope that I could fill it with a more productive use of my time, like trading and betting on random events, so I can add a few Lambos to the garage. So this website is called Polymarket, and it's basically a trading platform for degenerates. Basically, you can bet on whatever, but you can also theoretically sell or trade out if the odds of the event go up or down at any time. Some people have had issues though when there's high volume. Polymarket is also a bit sketchy because although you can view it in the United States, you can't actually bet or trade on it. You have to use a VPN, and it all operates on crypto. And to top it all off, there's no KYC, which is amazing, and I love that. There's a competitor called Kalshi where you can bet on the same stuff legally, and you have to prove your identity there. I'm not trying to get on someone's hit list, and I'm not trying to let Uncle Sam know I'm doing this, so I think I'll go the degenerate route. So I sent over $1,000 to my MetaMask wallet, turned on my VPN, and connected to the site without any hiccups, and then it was time to bet. First of all, the election is coming up in the next week, and you already know I gotta bet on my guy Trump. That's basically free money. It's free real estate. So I've got $350 on him at about a 67% chance right now. And this success animation, by the way, is so goofy. It's way too gamified. Like, woo, you just gambled away your life savings. Filing suit, I've got $10 on him winning my future home state, Texas, by 10 plus points. Next up, I've got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. $25 on Rogan announcing that he's voting for Trump. He just did a podcast with him the other day, and tomorrow he's gonna do one with JD Vance. So, and speaking of that, I've got $10 on him saying tampon and $25 on him saying Hitler on the podcast. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Nice. What else is coming?
Just like Bitcoin is gonna hit its all-time high before the election. It's like $1,200 away right now. The current odds seem a little low to me. We've still got 5 days left to hit it. I've got $100 on that and $20 on ETH hitting 4K instead of going down to 2K. Meanwhile, Lunchly is in some hot water right now, but Jimmy's gonna clutch up. So I've got $25 on Lunchly not getting recalled. Moving on, I'm also placing a bunch of bets on sports-related stuff in the NFL and NBA. I'm always paying attention to what's going on there, so that should work out well. I placed a total of 7 bets here, including $10 on the Texans winning a game, $25 on the Lions to win the Super Bowl, $65 on Jaden Daniels winning Rookie of the Year, $100 on Christian McCaffrey playing in a couple weeks, $10 on the OKC Thunder to win the NBA Finals, $20 on the Thunder winning their game tonight, and finally $25 on the Dodgers winning the World Series 4-2. They're up right now 3-1, so it's a wild shot, but who knows. And after all that, I still have a little bit of cash left over. And there's a couple trades that I wanted to get into, but I didn't want to take the risk, like Dog with Hat getting on Coinbase, or like too little of a profit with the top G not getting convicted. I'm excited to see what happens. This was way too much fun. With anticipation for the bets, I also had anticipation for myself to get my screen time down from over 2 hours to right at an hour. The hope was this degeneracy gambling where I should cure it, and it would either make me rich or make me want to jump off a cliff. So there's that problem too, but it's only a day later, but 4 bets have happened already. I've got 1 win with a $3 profit.
Sensational.
And 3 losses with a $60 loss. Well, that was fast. Good thing there's a lot more left. I'm currently up on the Rogan endorsement and down big on the Bitcoin all-time high before the election. It dumped today for the first time in a week. I'm also pulling out of the Lunchly trade for break even. Mr. Beast is in hot water for crypto scams now. It's unrelated to Lunchly, but the pressure could spill over. I'm also entering a trade for a record turnout at this election. It seems a little crazy, but the last one supposedly was. Totally makes sense that this one, with Elon Musk involved and the stake of the country on the line, everyone will turn out, right? Well, my $25 hope so. Over the next couple days, my screen time didn't really go down, unfortunately, and I got stuck in some doom scrolls despite the dopamine increase from the bets, so why was I still scrolling? A little update, boys. I'm entering 2 positions right now. $25 on Kamala not blowing out Trump. The odds are pretty high it won't happen, but this is literally free money. I should really bet my entire net worth on this, but I want to spread the love around. So I'm going with $5 on the Buccaneers to beat the Chiefs tonight. Look, I got a good feeling. And if they're winning, I can just trade to cash out with the odds in my favor. It's a major plus over normal sports betting. I was able to sell out on the game for $2.68, or a 52% profit, which was great because the Bucs lost in overtime. Over that night, I pushed to not look at my phone and instead be productive because TikTok brain was just wasting time and achieving nothing, when instead I should be using it to make more money. So at least with this betting, I could get dopamine and get rich or jump off that cliff. So I have to be honest, and something I have to admit to you. I've been raped by Polymarket. Joe Rogan endorsed Trump clearly on Twitter, but somehow polymarket claims that that doesn't mean he's voting for him.
What?
Should have won $173, but instead I'm out $25.
Promised my son that you're going to give him free Robux.
Anyways, I'm placing some more sports bets. $25 on Miami to win the college football championship, $10 on Travis Kelce to be the top fantasy tight end, $25 on Garrett Wilson to be the top fantasy wide receiver, and $25 on the Cleveland Cavs to be the Eastern Conference champs. They're undefeated right now at like 6-0, and their odds are pretty low, surprisingly. So if they keep winning, it'll go up big and I can trade out. Some of the trades already not going my way, I was starting to get demoralized, and that cliff was looking real close, but that night, everything changed. Hey, what I tell y'all before, Trump for the win. He's announcing his win right now, and polymarket's 99% chance. Yeah. A little 49% gain with 350 in and 523 out on the Donnie trade, and $90 on him winning Pennsylvania. That won $60. Little 67% gain. Juicy 137% gain on a Texas blowout, aka $10 into 24.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Nothing crazy money-wise, but these bets are clutch coming through. Except I lost $100 on Bitcoin hitting the all-time high. It just hit it today, the day after the election. In fact, it was like hours after the day was over and right when Trump was announced. It's so close. But regardless, I have a lot of cash now to get into more trades. It's been a full week now and I've got 1 week left. It's time to double the portfolio. So I'm doubling down on the Trump effect. $100 on him stopping the war in Russia, and $100 on RFK being nominated to the cabinet. He already said it would happen, so that's free money. I'm not sure why there's any doubt. I'm hopping into more sports bets again though. Starting with $25 on Lamar Jackson to be MVP, $25 on the Dolphins winning a 50-50 game with the Rams, $25 on the Jets to beat the Cardinals. They lost me $25 last week, so they gotta come through here. And then $25 on the Ravens, Commanders, and Bucks to round out the NFL action. I've got $25 on the Thunder to beat the Nuggets tonight, and then $5 on the Warriors in their game tonight too. They're down by 5 right now at the end of the first quarter. The odds seem way too low for it being this early in the game, so let's see what happens. I kept scrolling a little bit, but the time intervals were shorter, and I was slowly progressing, as was my portfolio. And finally, everything was starting to come together. Quick update on some trades/bets. First, I'm out on the Garrett Wilson one. I'm selling it for a 75-cent profit. It's a great game because minutes ago, Jamar Chase just had the game of his life versus the Ravens. So there's no shot Wilson will beat him now. Speaking of that game, I got a $9 profit on that to claim. It just hasn't updated yet. Next, I lost $25 on the Thunder this time, but I won $12 on the Warriors and another $5 on Harris not blowing out Trump. Except for all that, it's a $1.75 profit, but things are still going in the right direction, so I can't complain. Over the next few days, I let the trades and bets marinate and happen. So I went about everyday life and consistently lowered my screen time each day. The only question was, did that make me more money? So I'm gonna get the bad news out of the way. I lost about $90 on sports bets combined. But the good news is I won some other sports bets. I had a $41 win on Christian McCaffrey playing, a $12 win on the Lions beating the Texans, and a 108% $27 gain on the Dolphins winning. Meaning I'm up about $60 overall right now. So it's time to play some more bets. And like I've only got a day or two left, so I'm gonna need all these to hit like right now, or I won't double my money. So I've got $25 on the Commanders winning this week. They let me down before, but I'm trusting they're gonna come through. Also, I wanna get in on the Mike Tyson fight later this week, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do just yet. Next, $10 on the OpenSea token being over $1 billion when it launches. To be honest, I have no clue when that is, so I should probably look into that. And to round it up, $20 on Peanut being listed on Coinbase in 2024, because I missed big on Dog with Hat being listed there. Yeah, which leads me to put $20 on Hawk Tuah launching a crypto token by Thanksgiving. This is mad sus to me. Like, why even make a prediction market for this if it's not gonna be a thing? Look, I'm not down bad, but at this point, she needed to spit on my portfolio and juice it up.
What did he say?
Y'all know what I'm saying? Down to the final days, I clutched up and had a day without an hour of screen time. And now the hope is I could turn it into a habit and only use it out of necessity for messages and calls. Even in a roundabout way, if you can make a positive change, a win is a win, no matter how small. And if you stack the small wins, all of a sudden you can be on top of a mountain. Motivation aside, well, the results are in, and they didn't disappoint. A $43 win on RFK getting nominated, a $21 win on Jake Paul not knocking out Mike Tyson, a $35 loss on Tyson winning the fight, $5 loss on a tied score. And by the way, that fight was kind of like the KSI song. It was a fight. I mean, who am I kidding? It was just a Sunday morning show with some cheeks hanging out. It was genius marketing though, can't hate on that. Moving on, I'm selling out on the election turnout for a $24 loss, aka I have $1 left. Also trading out on a $19 loss on Miami winning the CFB championship, but I'm realizing a $5 profit on Jaden Daniels winning Rookie of the Year. To top it all off, I'm in the green on all the remaining trades I'm in except for like 2. So what does this all mean in total? Well, the portfolio is currently at $1,080. Hey look, I'll gladly take that. A lot of dopamine, a lot of fun, and a bit of profit. No complaints here. What a world we're living in.